The Belfast Hills Partnership has been one of 31 different projects across the whole of the UK that has been funded by the National Lottery Community Fund to undertake what's called the Our Bright Future programme. So it's a programme that involves inspiring young people, getting them outside into their local green spaces. With ourselves, we've been working with almost 13,000 young people, and over half of which we've been meeting with on a regular basis over the last number of years. So as part of the programme, there's been lots of different accreditation, including the John Muir, Millennium Volunteers, Elantra accreditations. We've also been working with a lot of young people from very deprived areas around Belfast, and we're very proud of the positive impact that we've made upon people's lives. Young people have really told us about how they've increased in their confidence, in their skills and the abilities and all the things that they've been able to do throughout their time with ourselves. Thankfully, this is not the end, even though we're coming towards the end of this part of the Our Bright Future. We're going to be working on other new and exciting youth programmes. We've received money from the Lottery Fund to do a wild youth programme in partnership with Ulster Wildlife. So in the years to come, there'll be lots of new and exciting youth programmes happening in the Belfast Hills.
I've been part of the Belfast Hills training scheme for 3 months so far. So we've got 2 weeks left to go. It's really helped me in finding what sort of areas I would like to go into, because I'm straight out of school. I'm on a gap year currently. I've never done anything quite like this. I've just been, in a classroom for the past 7 years, not been out doing practical activities like this. Being given that experience has been really beneficial in helping me decide what areas I might want to go into. A couple of weeks ago we had a class from a primary school, just a group of P5s, to just working with those kids and seeing them learn stuff and actually really enjoy being in the outdoors and away from a classroom. I found that it was really nice to just see them so engaged in the activities and then learn more about nature and why we need to protect it. Myself, I hated school, and just being stuck in a classroom all day would not have helped me learn stuff like this at all. It's really just being out and experiencing it. If you're young and you're not being taught in school about why we need to protect nature and why we need to stop things like climate change and sea level rise, you're not going to catch on to it unless you're out in nature and seeing what things we need to protect, seeing how beautiful nature is and amazing and fascinating it can be. And that really just pushes people to learn more about it and learn why we need to protect it, and just empower people to protect it as well, really.
Alright guys, so what we're going to do today is we are going to underplant with some native wildflowers. So we had volunteers here a while ago and have cleared this area of invasive laurel, which was taken over and out competing our native plants. Throughout the last 6 years of this project, we've been working with 11 to 24-year-olds, doing lots of nature-inspired activities, just getting young people out and about, in touch with nature and helping with their mental health and well-being. We've been doing lots of practical conservation tasks, things like tree planting, wildflower meadow management, we've been clearing invasive species, doing lots of litter picks and that sort of thing. We've also done lots of free training, and we've done things in outdoor learning, we've done GIS and GPS training, and we've also trained young people in all of those practical conservation tasks that I just mentioned. Personally for me, my favourite thing about being involved with the Belfast Hills Our Bright Future project has been the trainee ranger scheme. It's been great seeing the change from when the young people arrive to when they finish. Their confidence just increases day to day, and to see them being quite shy and quiet and then being the life and soul by the time they leave. I really feel like a mother hen for them all, and from seeing them finish the scheme and then eventually go on to getting jobs in the environmental sector, I'm really, really proud of that. And the feedback I get and the fact that they really enjoy it and they make lifelong friendships as well. And these are people that they might not have ever had a chance to meet if it wasn't for the trainee ranger scheme. So yeah, for me, that's definitely a personal highlight.
Hello, my name is Aaron Kelly. I'm 24 and I'm from West Belfast. For as long as I can remember, I've been interested in the natural world and the preservation of the natural world, especially the wildlife in Ireland, because our land's so wildlife depleted. From as long as I can remember, I've been walking these hills and just pursuing a career, hopefully one day in conservation. I heard about the Belfast Hills and their trainee ranger scheme, and through this I gained a wealth of experience through land management, got my strimmer licence, which is vital for any conservation roles and land management roles. I learned how to survey properly, also got help with my own surveys and my own endeavours. I gained a great load of experience, what I carry with me the rest of my life. I've been looking for lots of animals around the hills to try and say that they are here. And the Belfast Hills, the trainee rangership, they have supported me through this. They've helped me get cameras and they've given me good contacts, good insights. I've learned a wealth of knowledge on how to find these raptors. Anything I've done from the traineeship, the Belfast Hills have supported me the whole way through.
Okay, so today we are building some bug hotels. One of the work we do with our projects is helping local schools improve their grounds for biodiversity and wildlife. So we've got a group of young people from the Prince's Trust Explore programme. They're out here in our lockup. They're using some fence boards, just simple materials to make bug hotels, which we'll then later fill with pine cones, twigs, maybe some leaves. We'll paint them up nice bright colours and they'll sit in local schools. And yeah, improve their grounds, hopefully attract some nice bugs and invertebrates and help the wildlife in those areas.
Hi, so my name's Drew and I am down today at St George's working with the class that you can see behind me. I work for Belfast Hills Partnership on the Our Bright Futures programme. This is the end of a project that myself and the school have been engaged with over the last 4 months. This project has seen the guys come out and visit the various sites around the Belfast Hills, visiting Cave Hill, visiting Black and Divis, being outdoors and really making a connection in with the wild places around them.
My name is Fintan McCotter. I am a Year 10 teacher here in St George. The reason why I'm talking here today is our connection with the Belfast Hills Partnership and the learning outside of the classroom and how important it is. We've also brought the outside learning into the classroom, and we can't emphasise enough how the kids have benefited, how much they've taught us and been helpful to us. We're using sustainable products like bamboo. We're recycling the plastic. We're teaching about the damage and the importance it is to recycle and upcycle, recycle, reuse. Brings the local into the classroom and it brings them out to the locality as well. A lot of these kids actually wouldn't have a chance, the opportunity to do this in their own time, and we're just giving them as much of that as we can. And the benefits are immeasurable.
Today's a really exciting day. It's the first day of planting up a brand new woodland. This woodland is going to represent all the young people who have ever worked with us through our Bright Future programme. So we're planting almost 13,000 trees in this site. And as you'll see behind me, some of the young people are getting stuck in planting some of these trees. So just as our young people are going out into the world, transforming their natural environment and the people that they come in contact with, so these trees will be growing, helping fight climate change and make it a really big impact for local biodiversity. So we're really excited by all this.
Okay, so we're planting a mixture of species today. Whenever you plant a woodland, it's always good to do more than one species, just in case any pests or diseases can come in and affect it. At least there's a few more species to balance it out. So we're doing mountain ash or rowan, we've got hazel, birch, and we've also got some oak today. So we're just planting them quite simply into the ground. We're doing what's called a T-cut, making a capital T in the ground. Once we put the little tree in, we make sure all the roots are covered and we stamp it down just to make sure it's really securely in the ground. We pop a little bamboo cane in and then a tree guard, and the tree guard protects it from grazing from animals like hares and rabbits, but it also acts like a little mini greenhouse and protects the tree as well as it grows.
With the Belfast Hills programme, I got so much industry knowledge. It was a great starting point for me. From then, I've been able to move on. I've worked with some amazing conservation charities. For a year, I was working with the National Trust as an assistant ranger up on Divis and Black Mountain and a few other Belfast properties, working with amazing, leading people in the industry, just getting to rub shoulders with them, see their view in the world. It was absolutely amazing. From then, I became a duty manager for Colin Glen Trust, where I get to run different conservation programs, outdoor pond dipping sessions with young kids and getting those young people interested in nature the same way I did. And changing my career path from working in a bar 7 nights a week to being outside in nature has drastically improved my mental health. I was stuck in a real rut, new single mum, having to go out on the weekends working, it was really taking a toll on me. But getting to work with the guys at Belfast Hills and do this programme, it's really brought me out of my shell. It's made me realise that I can do things that I never even would have dreamed of in a career that I didn't even think was possible. I thought a career in conservation was for people with like university degrees, and like I had none of that. I kind of thought I was stuck, and it really opened my eyes into the possibilities of what I could do. Quite recently I have been offered a new job with Ulster Wildlife as part of their Wild Youth project, so I'm very, very excited to start that in the next couple of weeks.
So as Alana mentioned, we're going to be starting a brand new programme with Ulster Wildlife called Wild Youth. This is going to run over the next 4 years and work with lots of local schools and youth clubs. It's going to engage young people with the great outdoors, benefiting their mental and physical well-being. So if you'd like to find out more about it, just check out our website, belfasthills.org.